What is up, world? And today, wow, it has been a long time coming for this review. Starting back in January of 2020, I flew to New York and NIKELAB in specific with my mom and brother. I took them with me to experience something of a lifetime. Seriously, as you can see on my channel, I love shoes, and that's exactly what took me there to New York for the very first time of my life, and boy, I loved it. So without me talking too much, I'm gonna go ahead and get right to this review. So there is some good and bad to this review, and first we're gonna start with the good. The good being I flew to New York to create my own Nike Bespoke one-of-one Air Max 1, right? So if you're not familiar with what an Air Max 1 looks like, I'll show you an example real quick from my recent Instagram reel. If you're not following me on there, follow me right here at Ethan_Gowd with 2 E's. I showed these off not too long ago. The Air Max 1 Susan. I'm just showing you guys this because it's the first Air Max 1 that I had readily available. But Air Max 1 is one of my favorite silhouettes of all time. Not just for the hype, but the history to me, the stories behind them. I love the colorways, and my favorite one, and my favorite Air Max ever, is the Atmos Elephant Air Max 1. But, like I said, here's a pretty rare pair itself. The Air Max 1 Susan from the Laika Studios movie, Missing Link. So, really cool, and this was made after the character Susan, as you could tell on the stitched tongue right there where it says Air Susan. Alright, so now that you have seen what a high quality Air Max 1 looks like, for an example, that's what's in here, but even better. You're probably wondering how could it be better, but when you go to the NIKELAB studios to create your own Air Max, you experience something different. It's an experience, and it started off great. I'm not gonna lie, it started off amazing. I left the NIKELAB studios so pleased with my design and all of that. They sent me home with this Nike canvas tote bag initially with my design wrapped up in this portfolio. So if I was to unwrap it, which again, we'll get to the bad later, you'll see the original design. We had to make some modifications due to COVID, but they did give me a bunch of the materials. So a couple of these I was not even able to use anymore due to COVID, and it took a whole year for me to get my item. So shout out to NIKELAB. But here are some of the material swatches they sent me home with. And I'm not going to show you guys this design yet because it does differ from what you'll actually see just a little bit. Nonetheless, my shoe came out beautiful in my eyes, which is what matters. And as you can see, NIKELAB 21 Mercer is where I was. I'll put a picture right here to show you guys the street that I was on and things like that. But yeah, really cool design when we get to the bad news of the story. So now that you've got a little gist of what's going on in this review, I'm gonna open these bad boys up and show you guys for the first time my Air Max 1 one-of-ones bespoke IDs. Okay, so these did get made in Nike's factory in China, and as you can see, it's got a crazy just card. It's not really cardboard. I don't really know what to call this. It has a wood grain feel to it, but really nice right there. And here's the shoes. Boom. So yes, they came in a crazy dust bag. Each one of them did. Here is an extra pair of insoles that I had made, and on the inside it does say this shoe cannot be replicated without the permission from Nike and Ethan Gowd, yours truly. So very sick pair right here. I had it made with very high quality leather on the insoles. Just as you'll see, the rest of the shoe itself is insanely high quality, as it should be for the price point. But if you ever get a chance to create a bespoke ID and they accept your appointment time, I highly recommend doing it. Does not have a size tag or anything like that, but on the bottom of the box it has the Fang Tay Nike factory sticker. This is a sample made for me, and it has the gold engraved. It is engraved, not the stickers that you see on the regular shoe boxes, Nike logos and such right there. So there is that, and now let's get to it, baby. Let's get to it. This is a very heavy shoe, not gonna lie, very heavy. So that's what happens when you get all these exotic materials and different types of high quality materials that you don't see on your everyday Air Max 1. Here it goes, ladies and gentlemen. My one of one Air Max. So from the first look, you probably see a, black, gray, some animal prints, yes, but the details on this shoe are where I personally feel I created an amazing shoe. Let's get right to it in just a second. I'm gonna go ahead and get the other one out so that I can show you guys a side-by-side comparison all together. Really nice touch by Nike to add these dust bags, and they did give me a very high quality shoe tree. Here is the new sketch design that we put together on a FaceTime call to fix my design once some of the materials were not there. Just a quick list. Some of the materials that I had initially on the shoe were actual mamba skin, actual ostrich skin, and I had the safari, the infamous Nike safari print along the middle of the upper right here. So very, very nice, man. I'm pretty stoked, but it's not what I designed initially. It was pretty devastating. I was devastated, but like I said though, the past is the past and we're here now. So let me get to all these details. If you look closely, you'll see that it has a nice canvas gray with a nice two-tone Nike swoosh, similar to the exact same colors as you see on the inner of the upper. Now, if you look under the Nike swoosh, you see an engraved material right here. This is a super high quality leather. Nike, which I'll show you guys right here, had not millions, I should say probably hundreds of different material choices, from the types of thickness of the leather all the way down to color schemes and all of that. So I was in shoe heaven, to say the least. Just looking at these right now, I do remember them saying I was the very first one to ever do one thing on this shoe, which was pretty cool to say. So nobody go out there and steal my idea. But that was the Nike swoosh right here, the Nike swoosh tongue right here. All the colors on my shoe has a vertical Nike swoosh right there as a bespoke. I hope you guys leave this video as amazed as I am looking at these. So canvas to leather right here, high quality tumbled leather, similar to what you would want to see on a Jordan 1, right? I call it shattered backboard leather, but of course they have different types of names for each leather. I do not remember them exactly. I do have a couple of the swatches in that portfolio I showed you, so that is cool to say at least. You have a mint swoosh right here that feeds right into a engraved gray heel cup, leather though, and then you have some nice canvas vertical canvas right here just to fill it in, and then of course, as you're seeing, you have that zebra right here. I actually got creative and switched around some leather and put it on the interior where I initially had paisley. I was super stoked on that, and of course that was one of the things they could not use. If you look here, I also have that sample tag and a high quality Nike shoe tree right here. I'm gonna take one of these out because it is hard to get out, but you see right here has the Nike logo right here, and then right there it says 21 Mercer Street, New York. Man, this is pretty sweet right here. should be for the price tag once again. On the interior though is probably one of my favorite pieces to this whole shoe. You have that Chanel quilted leather interior, and then another solar red insole right there that says, again, this shoe cannot be replicated without the permission from Nike and Ethan Gowd. Boom, that's so sick, that's so sick. Then if you look at the interior of the shoe, you have that same engraved gold right here, right under the Nike swoosh. And this Nike swoosh is ballistic canvas on the inside. And then right under it you have a mint 3M. Yes, I said it, 3M under both swooshes. So really cool. And if you're not sure what 3M is, that just means flash. On the shoe, on a shoe, I should say, that just means that it's got flash, like a little hidden pop to it in reflective light or sunlight, things like that. Then you also have that same vertical canvas to zebra print that feeds right over here near the toe cap. And then I reversed the leather on the toe to make it feel even more buttery, I should say. I really do like how these came out. This is probably my favorite part, that E on the back. And if you know shoes, you know what I did. If you know shoes, you know what I did. The Old English font, right? That's the Old English font. You're probably like, what? That's what VLONE used on their Air Forces. Yes, the black and orange Air Forces. So I snapped on that, in my opinion. I guess let me know if you think otherwise, or if you think I snapped down below. And also let me know your favorite part about this shoe. Mine would be the Old English font and how it's got the baseball stitching right here. Super sweet baseball stitching. I love just the simple detail of that. I like how it blends from the vertical canvas to the engraved leather with that baseball stitch, you know what I mean? So it just ties it in together, even though they're two completely different material types and colors. And just touching this leather right here on this shoe, it's definitely the nicest shoe I have. I can say that with an honest opinion, the nicest quality shoe. I do really love how the zebra turned out though. I initially had ostrich right here, and that was one of the materials that we could not use, so I had to, you know, think of something on the fly, and we tried to make it look, you know, like it was a little more vibrant than just the leather. But man, these are cool. These are cool. I'm a fan. And then on this one, you can see I have another pair of laces that are black with the solar red lace tips. We're able to choose that as well. And then again, another one of my favorite touches, I have the Yeezy, yes, the Nike Air Yeezy laces on this shoe. As you can see, it's got the gold tips on a nice wax lace. So this wax lace looks beautiful to me. And then you are also able to choose the lacelet colors. So I have a solar red, and then I have silver on the inside. So, man, these are crazy. But also, another touch I added was this camo sole with a translucent solar red, and it's actually kind of glowing right now. I hope you guys can see that. But then I also added a cream colored midsole right here. I also was able to choose every detail down to the Air Max bubble color, and I chose solar red just to match and blend the shoe a little better with the outsole and the Old English initial on the back. This is literally a one of one. You cannot make this shoe, you cannot purchase this shoe. I am, however, trying to get Nike to release this shoe. So, with that being said, tag Nike, send this to your Nike homies, everybody Nike related. Man, I would love to see this shoe get into everybody's hands on a mass-produced level, just for the fact that, you know, that's one of my dreams. So, thank you, Nike, for letting a young boy from Charlotte be able to experience this amazing, experience, and be able to create my own one-of-one shoe that nobody else in this world will have. While we were at the NIKELAB, I was able to meet two really good guys, two dudes that were able to help me, and you'll see a picture right here of the whole process where I was looking at a sample you know, labeled Air Max 1 with all the pieces of the shoe labeled. And I just want to shout out to those guys, man. I know that they were dealing with a lot due to COVID. They helped me out, helped me on the fly, be able to at least get a shoe still produced without the materials that I wanted. A good second alternative, I should say. So not too much was changed aside from like the texture of the ostrich. The safari print was crazy. As a whole though, just knowing that this shoe, I was able to, you know, create this shoe alongside my little brother and let him see me live out a dream of mine. I always have wanted to do this. It is a pretty hard thing to get into. Well, it has been for me, at least. Being able to travel up to New York, pay for the shoe, pay for the experience as a whole, all that stuff, man. It's a dream come true to me. And I would say I would go back, but definitely is going to have to wait a while due to COVID because I'm not flying up there to create a design and it be altered again. That really did tick me off, not going to lie to you. And Nike did not compensate me one bit. They had my money held up for about a year, and I didn't get anything else. I felt, you know, at least give me half off another one of these, you know? I mean, something, right? A gift card, a t-shirt, something. But what are you gonna do? That's life, and everybody's struggling due to COVID right now, so I guess it is what it is. But altogether, I give the experience about a 7 out of 10, just for the fact, you know, it would have been 10 out of 10 if they were able to give me my shoe within a 6-month span that they said, and they didn't have to alter my materials. I would have definitely preferred that, but again, like I said, what are you gonna do? Let me know down below what you guys think of this shoe. If you guys are a fan, what you guys think. And I really wish I could hand you guys this shoe through the camera, but I can't. And if you guys know me personally, I'd love to let you guys check them out. Hit me up, follow me on Instagram, hit that subscribe button down below, especially if you'd like to see more, you know, content like this, crazy content where I literally flew to New York, y'all, to make this shoe. It's just been a dream of mine, and I made it happen. So that was one of my biggest personal wins, I should say, of 2020. It helped me to see why you grind so hard throughout the year. Just to be able to experience, you know, things like this, one-of-one experiences. My favorite part of the shoe would be the heel cup with the E in the Old English font, otherwise known as the VLONE Air Force One font, and the quilted Chanel leather. And then I just love all the amazing quality materials on this shoe. Like, just feeling this shoe, I wish you guys could see how high quality of leather this is. And a nice, you know, zebra print to it just to add a little pop. Not too much, not too little. And then I wanted to do a, you know, little something different. That's just who I am. I try to be different always. The vertical swooshes, man. That's one of my favorite touches, and I love how that turned out. The extra laces are really sweet too, but this wax lace, if you know the Yeezys, man, if you know the OG Yeezy, Nike Yeezys, I don't have a pair, not yet, but then you know these lacelets are something special. I gotta be careful with these because that was one of the biggest problems people had with the Air Yeezy 2 and 1. The lacelets would fall off while on wear. So while wearing them, you gotta be careful for sure, but then I also like that sole. I really appreciate y'all watching. I hope it was everything that y'all, you know, hoped it would be. And I'm sorry for the long wait. Nike should be sorry too. That's just my honest opinion. Bespoke experience, 7 out of 10. I love the shoe. The shoe is a easy 9 out of 10. Would have been 10 out of 10 if I had my original materials, but I did not have any control over that. NIKELAB, I could not really get in touch with them, but like I said, man, thank y'all for watching. Hit that subscribe, like, and share for me as well. And y'all know what to do. Be easy.